And what do we have? First rate starting to come through. The Nifty is absolutely flat, 25,884. So at least in the green, right, for what it's worth. Small mercies. So the Nifty Bank is absolutely flat as well. The mid-cap index is up about 0.25%. The small-cap index will come up as well. And I think there as well is going to be pressure, about 25 odd points lower, 0.18% in the red, 0.25% lower at this stage. So it's a tentative start, but it's let's see if you're able to claw back to the 20-day on the Nifty at some point during the day. But there's so many unknowables, and all of it, of course, hit us only after U.S. market, after markets close here. So the only chance to respond to all of that, what will happen later today, is going to be on Monday morning. But ONGC, Power Grid, BEL, Asian Paints are some of the gainers up there. On the downside, you've got ICICI Bank, Adani Ports, Apollo Hospitals, which are starting lower. And I think it's a clean split right down the middle, about 25 up and 25 down, maybe a little more. Gainers outnumbering declines a little bit more on the Nifty. 20 points now on the index. Rima.
Well, BEL is your top gainer, up 1.5%. So rearmament defense is a big theme globally, and that is playing out in India as well. And particularly in the case of BEL, there is also an order win. So that's keeping the stock excited. On the oil and gas front, you've got strength in ONGC. We should pull up some of these oil marketing companies because they could be negatively impacted on the back of the increase in crude oil prices. And Reliance Industries has lost 7.5% in the last 4 trading session. And today, Reliance Industries has opened up absolutely flat. But ONGC is seeing some green on the back of a rise in crude prices. IT is also making a bit of a bounce back. TCS was the one which got punished yesterday with a 2.5% fall. Maybe the street was fearing some weak numbers come Monday. Stock has bounced back, but along with that, HCL Tech and Infosys both have a gain of nearly 1%. L&T also deserves mention because that got hit quite sharply yesterday. I think L&T was also down nearly about 3.5%. But there was this note which Bernstein came which said that the fall in L&T was actually a bit of an overreaction because they got a minimal benefit from the 2020 ban. And the Bernstein note also went on to say that only 5 to 6% of L&T's total EBITDA is directly vulnerable to Chinese competition. So the Bernstein report argued that the market reaction in L&T when the stock was down 3-4% could be an overreaction. And today you are seeing some green on L&T. Pull up a BHEL, a Thermax, and the other capital good names. So on the way up, we spoke about BEL, we spoke about L&T, IT names, Power Grid, Asian Paints is some green to begin trade with. Bharati Airtel. There is a recovery across all the telecom names. Vodafone Idea emerges stronger, and maybe the street will watch for any sort of a hike in the tariffs. On the way down, ICICI Bank is correcting a tad bit. It's had a fantastic run-up over the last 4 days, outperforming all the other large banks. So ICICI Bank is down, and you've got some red when it comes to NTPC, Max Healthcare, Ultratech Cement too, but just down about 0.5%.
Well, Petronet LNG, that's one of the frontline names, is doing well. Sonal just told us about, Sudarshan told us actually about JP Morgan. They're gone ahead and they've upgraded the stock to overweight. They've raised the target price to 335. So that's clearly exciting. The stock up close to around 3%. Top volume winners out there. Nalco, well, that's pulled back a little bit. Remember, in yesterday's trading session, most of the metal stocks were under pressure. But if this bull run is still there, for metals from year on, which has been a consensus call, then maybe these stocks could see a recovery after yesterday's dropping that we saw. So you have Nalco up, Hindustan Copper as well, which is higher in today's trading session. What's down? Elcon Engineering posted its numbers. Slam dunk, stock down 10%. You have, transformers and rectifiers as well. The stock actually had started off in the red. Yesterday it was down close to around 8-9%, posted its numbers. It started off in the red, but I think it's pulled back a little bit. Let's get transformers and rectifiers up for you on the screen. Now it's up close to around 0.5% or thereabouts. Power Mech, that's another company in there that's gone ahead and won a decently large size order over a longer duration. Power Mech, a stock that's fallen from 3,500 all the way to around 2,400. Well, that one is seeing some kind of green post that order win. What else is doing well? Cupid is up 2.5%. That one moves on very, very large volume. So keep an eye out on that one as well. And all in all, as we do this 2-minute market check, the markets are up close to around 60 points. There is a reason to see a bit of a bounce. But let's see whether or not this bounce is sustainable, because yesterday's session clearly will be plaguing the bulls. 20 DMA still 100 points away from the Nifty, but a bit of a relief start is what we're seeing. Prashant?
Absolutely, and we need relief. God knows we'll need relief. Well, I think, what do we have, right? I mean, there's bounce across the board, and 1,200 stocks are higher, and I mean, actually, it's 1:1 advanced decline ratio at this point.